I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. Well, as Yogi Berra once so eloquently stated, it's deja vu all over again. As I'm starting to feel like Dana White / Don King sitting here every week and telling you guys what a great weekend of sports gaming we have lined up. And what a great weekend of sports gaming we have lined up. Just call me Don White. Hey, everybody, I'm Don White for Sports Interaction. And let me tell you, I think Cain Velasquez has a legitimate chance of beating Brock Lesnar. Now, I wish we were getting plus 150, plus 175, but we're not, because the lines makers are smart enough to know that Cain legitimately can beat Brock Lesnar. That's why we're only getting plus 125 or so. I think Cain is a better striker. They stand up. I think Cain can bob and weave and get in and out. And I think he can. Connect with Brock and rack up some points. Now, Brock Lesnar basically is impossible to defend his takedowns. And at some point, this fight is going to hit the ground. Well, that's okay, because I think that Cain Velasquez is every bit as good of a wrestler as Brock Lesnar, if not better. Now, size will be to Brock's advantage, but I know that Cain is going to be faster, and I also know that Cain is in better shape. His cardio is better, and I actually believe that Cain Velasquez's will to win is stronger than Brock Lesnar's is right now. Now, Brock Lesnar is arguably the baddest man on the planet, and he's a beast. I'm not going to take anything away from him, and I tell you what, no one's going to get rich betting against Brock Lesnar. But ever since Brock had that near-death experience, I've seen a little bit of a change in Brock. You know, before he would say, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to tear his head off. Now he's saying anyone can win. Anytime you step up into the octagon, everybody has a chance. Talks about how, every day is a great day just to be alive. That's all good. But this isn't a Disney movie. This is the UFC we're talking about. And I think that Cain Velasquez's brown pride, so to speak, is going to show through. Now, speaking of the brown pride stuff, I don't know why the UFC had to go down this racially motivated route to sell this fight. It's almost as stupid as Tito Ortiz. Now, Tito Ortiz says that since Matt Hamill is deaf, that he has bad balance and that he's got a soft head because all deaf people have a soft head. Well, what can you say besides the fact that Matt Hamill's going to be even more motivated to mess up Tito? What is Tito Ortiz? Is he a T-shirt vendor? Is he a fighter? Is he a personality? Is he, is he a wife beater? Allegedly? What is he? I'll tell you what he is going to be. He's going to be done after Saturday night because Matt Hamill's going to take care of business. Now, I don't like the number with this Jake Shields-Martin Kampmann fight, and Martin Kampmann's dangerous. The Danish kickboxer can take your head off. But Jake Shields, a lot like George St. Pierre and a lot like Brock Lesnar, he can take you down at will. You cannot defend his takedowns. Ask Dan Henderson. And I don't understand why people think Kampmann's going to knock Jake Shields out. If Dan Henderson couldn't knock him out, how in the hell is Martin Kampmann going to knock him out? Give me Jake Shields. And I'm going to be doing a lot of parlaying for this UFC this weekend, guys. I'm going to parlay a couple of Canadian fighters. Patro Cote will beat Tom Lawler, and give me Sam Stout against Paul Taylor as well. We got a great card lined up. Now we're just getting started. You want a heavyweight matchup? How about the New England Patriots and the San Diego Chargers? They're basically they're on the barroom floor after just taking a couple of stools to the back of the head. Phillip Rivers got beat down by the St. Louis Rams last week. Yet for one reason or another, the Chargers always respond when they get back home to Southern California, and they always beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Maybe this time is different. I don't know, and truth be told, I don't really care because I think this game goes over the number. I'm going to be taking a look at that. Now, it's very interesting to me that we find out that ESPN / the National Football League is asking head coaches to take timeouts. I can't believe. I'm shocked. I can't believe that a television network would actually try to manipulate a sporting event. Now, if this stuff is going on in the National Football League and ESPN have the gumption to actually tell Jeff Fisher and Jack Del Rio what to do, what the hell do you think is going on with college football games? And that's why we always like to take a look at the over. And with this new rule change right now, we might see a couple of penalties that we might not normally see. Referees going to be hypersensitive this week, as well as defensive backs are going to be hypersensitive this week. Now, I don't think there's going to be a huge difference in scoring, but there could be a difference with a penalty call here, penalty call there. Wouldn't be surprised if a total of a football game is decided by a weird penalty under these new rules. rules. And speaking of totals being decided, yes, the fact of the matter was it was like 23-3 or whatever it was in the football game when Chris Johnson scored the touchdown. But what if you would have got screwed for your bet? And I know there's a lot of prop players out there. I know there's a lot of fantasy players out there that could have gotten screwed. It's hard enough to pick a winner. We don't need television networks screwing with the outcomes of football games. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Now, speaking of football games, we got a great one. Auburn and LSU. You can't bet against the Mad Hatter and Les Miles. Yes, Cam Newton's great, but LSU just find a way. Give me the points with the LSU Tigers. We're running the gauntlet. We're all over the place. And we'll wrap it up with some Major League Baseball. I might be in the minority here, but I really wanted to see a San Francisco and Texas World Series. Would have been a great matchup. I think both Texas and San Francisco had their opportunities for that. San Francisco, in my opinion, is done. They didn't get it done in Northern California. It's not going to happen in Pennsylvania for them. Texas is a different scenario. Don't think for a second that the television networks and executives don't want to get the Yankees into the World Series. Texas are a good story, but they're not the Bronx Bombers. That being stated, I like the Yankees to win Game 6. I think the Rangers get it done with Cliff Lee in Game 7. I hope you got batteries for your remote control, people, because there's a hell of a lot of stuff going on. I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. May the winners be yours.